I'm now at the train station going to the airport in Malaysia. Actually, this is my second time trying to go back to Japan. I had my ticket 2 days ago. Why I canceled it? For two reasons. My first ticket was that 24th. 24th, we received a rumor that President Trump, the President of the United States, of course everybody knows him, will launch a practice of emergency, drop a bomb in Manhattan. Okay, but it's only a rumor. So that made me very nervous because 911, it was also supposed to be a drill, imitation. Imitation? No, not imitation. Simulation. Yes, it was a simulation. It was also supposed to be a simulation, but it really happened. 911. So I was so afraid if something happened on 24th, 25th at Manhattan, anything could happen in the world. So I stopped that ticket. Of course, there was a second reason, is there was a Hollywood movie shooting in KL. So I was accidentally picked up as one of the crowd. Okay, maybe you will not see me. Maybe if you see the movie, someone with a head talk on the phone, that's me. Okay, so that also hold me back because I want this experience being in a big Hollywood movie and to see their settings. So I was there yesterday, and today, this morning, I opened Facebook. Someone said, okay, Trump launched strike to North Korea. I was so nervous, and I think it turned out to be a fake. Okay, I hope it is fake. That's what I say. I hope it is a false alarm. Okay, it's a fake news. Anyway, I have a friend here. She's American. I asked her for help. I asked her to call her president, Trump. Don't start the war, at least for another 2 weeks. Okay, hold the war for another 2 weeks. And she said she would do it. Very nice of her to call her president because Daniel wants to go to Japan. Everyone knows if Trump going to bomb North Korea, the first target for North Korea is Japan. Okay, I'm going to Japan now. I don't want the war to start at least within 2 weeks. All right, please, President Trump, don't start the war at least for 2 weeks. And it seems that Kim Jong-il, doesn't matter. Okay, that gentleman has nuclear weapons now, and it says he has the ability to kill 90% of Americans. Okay, if that is the case, why you start a war with him? He's not a Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein had no weapon. Okay, you can kill them like that, but not this gentleman. Okay, this gentleman is powerful. So if he has the ability to kill 90% of the American population, why you want to kill him? Okay, he will not kill you if you don't want to kill him. So if you don't kill this Mr. Kim, he will not come to kill the 90% of Americans unless someone want the 90% of Americans dead. Okay? Then think, Mr. Trump, President Trump is a businessman. He could sit on the table, talk to some people, say, okay, let's kill 90% of American people. And then we make lots of robots to serve the world. Okay? Then we don't have to work. The world will be clean. And we have enough robots to do all the work for us. But I want 5% or 10% of all the shares. Then the people says, okay, are you going to kill all these people here, 90% of Americans? Then Trump says, okay, leave it to me. Okay, I have someone. So he will bomb North Korea, but don't kill this guy completely. Let this guy kill American people until enough American people being killed. Then that's the end of King, that gentleman. All right. Wow. What am I talking about? Crazy. But we are in a crazy world and time, aren't we? Many people say bad words about Air Asia, but I want to say thank you, Air Asia, and you brought me everywhere. I take you just like a bus. Okay, thank you again. But the reality is, everyone dies if the war starts. Okay. Then it comes to a question: who will fight to death, and who will not? Okay. The North Koreans will fight to death because they are fighting for survival. The Russians will also fight to death. It's also because they are also fighting for survival. And the Japanese will fight to death because their land is not suitable for humankind. They need a new land to survive for the whole ethnic nation. Okay, so they will fight for survival, fight to death. But not the Americans, not the Chinese. Why? Because they are fighting for interest. Okay, they are no longer fighting for ideology, fighting for democracy or fighting for communism. No, they're fighting for money. Okay, this is why both China and the US will not fight to the death. So the result will be very obvious. Okay, it's always happened in the history. Who fight to death will win. All right, or at least nobody wins. Okay, all finish like that. But if I have a choice, I choose to be alive, be able to watch the whole thing, to film the whole thing, and tell God what happened. Okay, God help me to do the video, the end of the world. But don't worry, there is a God. The new civilization will come. The new species of another kind will come. We will be back in another form. Okay, God said, game over, format the humankind. Format. Okay, everything start again from zero. Then in another 10,000 years, another species of the world discovered the Great Wall, both in China and between America and Mexico. Every time I pass this area, I always want to film. I really like the color and the beautiful shops, though I don't buy anything at all. This is how, when you travel alone, you got all this imagination going on, fantasize things, all those crazy things. But if you travel with somebody else, a lady, you have to carry her bag when she's shopping, and you have to pay for the bills, for the perfume, everything. You won't have the time and the energy to fantasize all these crazy things. So take a lady with you when you're traveling, but not me. Just imagine when you fly in the air, the announcement suddenly says we cannot land in Japan because there is no Japan left for us to land. That's terrible, isn't it? Oh my God, who can think things like that? But even you don't think it could happen, not now, anytime. You know why I say Russians will fight to death too? It's because when President Trump said he had a chemical with Mr. Xi, the president of China, and you know, immediately I think they made a deal, okay, to share the world. But this deal does not include Russians. Okay, there will be no Russia after the war. At least the Americans and the Chinese planned that way, I think. Okay. What's going to happen post-war? Post-war, okay. Post-war. If someone survives, there will be the two countries left in the world. America and China. Alright? Then we only have renminbi, I mean US dollars first, renminbi second. We have two languages left, English and Chinese. Okay, some Spanish too. And there's no Russia. Russia will be divided from China and the US. Okay, there will be no euro because US dollars is going to be used in European countries too. Okay, America controls whole Europe, whole America, including South America. And China controls part of Asia and Africa. Okay, and Japan no exist, no Japan anymore. But as an ethnic group, some Japanese will survive. So they will live in the land. It is called North Korea or South Korea now. They will live there and they will build the most beautiful little country in the world in another 50 years. During the craze of talking, almost late for air flight. So I'm the last one to get into the cabinet. I'm so sorry. This is my flight going to Tokyo. And just forget all the nonsense I was talking about. Okay, take it as an entertainment, as a comedian. Okay, of course not as good as President Trump. I love you, America. Okay. As soon as I got on the airplane, it started to move. Doing a little thing. Oh. It's okay, it's okay. Do you want me to? No, it's okay. Thank you.